Hey now. In this lesson, what we're going to be doing really briefly is looking at the playing character. We're going to look at how we can change the playing character's looks before gameplay or within the gameplay, and also how that interacts with the database and equipable weapons. So when you typically open up your RPG and you play your game, you will always be an orange-haired character. So you'll be this guy here. If you'd like to change that character before you even start playing the game, that would happen in what's called the database. So the database is all the stuff that works, the inner workings of the game and the preset things. You can change those, but you have to be careful when you do. So in the database, if you go, there's a whole bunch of tabs. If you go to actors, this is, your actor right now is currently named Alexis. You can change the name, but if you just want to change his look, you can go double click on the character graphic, and you can change his look to whatever character you want it to be. Let's say you want it to be Fighter 4. Also make sure your battler graphic matches that. Okay, so now if I go to play my game, you can see that my graphic has changed. So there he is. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing you'll notice is if you go into battle, what you'll see here is that there is four characters at the bottom of that battle. If you don't want four characters to be at the bottom of that battle, you only want one, that is in the database as well. All we have to do here, technically you have 8 people in your party. If you change your maximum to only 1, it'll only be you, the playing character, in that party. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. However, it'll make your battles more difficult because there's only one of you in the battles. Now, to look at changing your game player's looks within the game, I'll just show you what that is. So I'm going to go up to this guy here and just show you what I've programmed so far. So he's going to ask me a question. He says, hi, would you like to become a wizard or a mage for your journey? And then I have a choices, right? So I did a show choices, which I've shown in a previous lesson. And the choices are either I'd love to be a wizard, or I want to be a mage, please, or nope. Nope, I'd like to stay the same, I believe. So my first part here is when I say I'd love to be a wizard, the soldier says, that sounds great, here you go. Now to actually change the looks of my character, so if I want him to be a wizard, I'm going to insert under tab 3 an event command of changing my actor's graphic. Okay, don't change the actor that you're editing. You're editing still yourself, player 1, but you can edit the graphic. And this is where you can choose. So you can find a wizardly type of character. Okay, so let's say I decide it's going to be my mage. Let's say I decide that this guy right here is going to be my wizard. Okay, so it's clerical 4. Just make sure you also change the graphic, the battler graphic to him. And now in your gameplay, I'll show you soon, you'll become the cleric. Or alternative, if you say I want to be a mage, please, you can say, okay, amazing, here you go, and exactly the same thing. Okay, you can change your actor graphic to whatever you consider to be a mage. So I'm going to call this my mage. Okay. Other things you can do. So let me just show you that this works first, and then show you other things that you can edit in your programming as well as in your gameplay. But right now I just want to convince you that this works. So if I go up to this guy, he's going to give me some choices here. Hi, would you like to become a wizard or a mage for your journey? And I got 3 options. I'd love to be a wizard. I want to be a mage, please. Nope, I'll just stay the same. So if I say I'd love to be a wizard, he says that sounds great. Here you go. And boom, I change into a different character. Okay. Other things you could program that might be interesting to you. You can also change, and these are all things you have to be wary of if you're not very careful. You can also change not only your graphic, but you'll notice that there's in the tab 3 in the event commands, you can change your actor's class. And that has a whole bunch of things in the database that you can look at as well. And I'll just show you that really quickly. Like for example, right now, the class of Alexis, if I go to classes, he is a fighter. Okay, and you can see that under actors, I believe it has this class here as fighter. Okay, so when I go to, for example, weapons, or if I look at the classes, if I look at the classes for fighter, you can see which weapons he can be equipped with. So you'll notice here, I'm just going to show you an example with Bronze Spear. The Bronze Spear is not an equipable weapon at the moment for a fighting class. So let me just show you, if I get a Bronze Spear in my gameplay, so right here I get a Bronze Spear, I will not be able to equip it to this particular actor. Okay, so there's a lot of inner workings in the database that if you really want to, you can edit a lot, but you need to be very careful. So if I go up to the chest, I got a spear, but what you'll notice, it is simply an item, and I can't actually equip that spear. So there's no, if I go to Bronze Sword, there's nothing to equip with right here. Okay, so if I wanted to be able to equip it, there's multiple things I could do. I could change my actor's class in the database, or if I could make it so the fighter, if I click on this check mark here, he can be equipped with the Bronze Spear. And again, the Bronze Spear, if you want to do a whole bunch of things, the Bronze Spear is a weapon that you can edit. You can edit a whole bunch of things with it that I'm not totally aware of, but those are all editable. But at the moment, I've changed it so that my fighter can be equipped with a Bronze Spear, and I'll show you how that is now different in my gameplay. Alright, so I've got a Bronze Spear. If I press escape and I go to equip, you'll notice now I've got a Bronze Spear down here, so I can exchange that for my currently used Bronze Sword. So if I hit the space bar, there we go, I just switched, and this is what I'm equipped with, and this is kind of in my backpack that I'm not equipped with. So that is how to edit everything in the database and everything regarding your character and different attributes that he holds.